Such an immense pleasure that we have a very special guest today. We have Dipen Gada, architect, designer, and a civil engineer. And we have Manish Maheshwari, who has multifolded persona. He's a creative guy, creative developer, facilitator, everything. So we have two extraordinary guys with her with different personalities, but the magic is they're married to each other and they are producing and making great products, and I'm going to talk about it. Hi Deepan, how are you?
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm
Good, I'm
fantastic.
good,
And
I'm good.
Manish, what's happening, man?
Good.
See, the gentleness in them and the magic about how adventurous they are. They are adventurous regarding things they play around with, the product they use, something that is damn difficult to control, something that is damn difficult to mold them. I think, why don't you guys tell me why did you come together? You guys both come from such a different field.
Not really. We are not from a different field.
We are from the creative
We
field.
are from the creative field.
Creative field, yes. So, definitely DNA matches always. And the most important is that we are knowing each other since last more than 25 years. Since I saw Manish in his first exhibition making घड़ी
Yeah.
घड़ी बना रहा था
Rattan cloths.
रॉटैन का घड़ी बना रहा था and then something attract
The
towards
quality.
of course, but the same way there was some difference in routine, and that's where we got together. And उस time में there was a passion to me to make few things out of rattan and metal and everything. So we made lot of furniture earlier. Definitely over the period of time, those furniture which has been appreciated a lot once upon a time. बट व्हेन दिस सांस भी कभी बहुत ही आया ना, तब से ऐसा लगने लगा अरे यार हम क्या कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज at that point of time, I remember this story when one of my project has been published at Design Sutra Bombay, and one of my very dear friend architect, and my panel were displayed over there. I was very confident. I said, yeah, we have done fantastic. At the same time, he was teasing me saying, यार तुझे नहीं लगता ये तू सांस भी कभी बहू है उसका सेट बना रहा है. मैं बोला साला लग गए, पूरी डिजाइन की वाट लगा दी उसने. बट फ्रेंकली एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम व्हेन आई सॉ द अदर डिजाइन आई फेल्ट वेरी एम्बरेस्ड. आई फेल्ट यार कहाँ है हम लोग. द बेस्ट पार्ट इज आई टुक पार्ट and I am the only Baroda designer whose panel has been displayed over there. But then when I saw other panel, I felt so embarrassed, and that is the point when I started thinking about myself. I started thinking about what I could have done, what I should do, and what the best of the creative guys have done at that point of time. And that is one of the area where I've actually made my point very clear to make the best and different. So I can say relation with Manish in terms of making the things what you visualizing, and in best of the way, because he's giving shape to our design. He's giving technicality to the design. He's thinking about it. He was not at that point of time just a fabricator. He's beyond fabricator. Because when we go with the design, he always think about it first. He took his own time, and then at the same time, he came up with an idea that how we can make it possible. So I tell you, one of the quality which attracts to me, because in this field everybody was knowing that अरे ये तो एक fabricator है, but ये fabricator नहीं था. He is more than a fabricator. In a way, he's by education he's an electronic designer, electronic engineer. But इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियरिंग करने के बाद में कोई ये काम करता है, that is also courage. And Manish and Piyush both were phenomenal people. where people would like to work with them because they give more enhancement to your design than what you have thought of. So, yeah, उतना पुराना रिश्ता है.
So, what I have, my first thought about your work is I remember maybe a decade ago that somebody told me that let us go near Tower side in Baroda. There are a couple of showrooms that are being made. And at night, if you'll go, you will see Dipen Gada. He will be totally involved with these showrooms that are being made somewhere in the city. And when I saw when I saw the showroom, I was stunned with the impeccability how it was moving in. Did you in those good old days know Manish? When I'm sure that those were your initial phases of life,
I
right?
think I knew him since last 30 years now.
Zabs, I think
Zabs.
27.
The showroom what we made in Siddharth complex. So Zabs was a showroom where I think he made buttons in the floor, copper button.
I don't remember that. उधर भी पहले तो सबसे वो घड़ी बनाया सीलिंग.
हाँ सीलिंग हाँ
And then
सीलिंग पे
a
बड़ा
lot
सा
of
घड़ी
the
बनाया था.
signage, those लकड़ी जला करके और
हाँ
branding,
I
सब,
got the point. I got the
बहुत
point.
सारा
So ये बंदा सिद्धार्थ कॉम्प्लेक्स में एक शॉप में उसका एग्जीबिशन लगाया था उसने. वहाँ पे अभी भी मुझे याद है ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर वॉल दैट वो ट्रायंगल वाला घड़ी जिसमें ये सापोलिया
सीलिंग में सन
कुछ तो बनाता था यार. बड़ा मैं बोला है.
मेरे को बहुत अच्छे से याद है कुछ उसमें. सो दैट वॉट एवर जॉब दैट आई वॉज असाइंड वो कुछ 5,000 रुपये का था. ठीक है. एंड आई वॉज न्यू टू, मतलब मैं तो आई वॉज स्ट्रगलिंग बिग टाइम. और वो 5,000 रुपये का काम उस समय मिला तो मतलब कि चलो नाइस 5,000 का काम मिला करके. पर देन वो 5,000 का काम 80,000 रुपीज़ का हो गया. एक के बाद एक मिलता गया एंड देन lot of things came to my plate.
So I think you always metal, creativity and metal. Probably these are the two subjects that you love.
Metal is something I don't know. Something it works for me. मतलब I don't know how things click in that. कैसे होता है, क्या होता है, पर होता है. Because some lot of I think मतलब that is something else. But L&T मतलब है, there are some things that we have worked which
मेरे ख्याल से
says कि
उसकी कुंडली में मेटल
कुछ
इज वन ऑफ
है
द
मेरा.
मेटल.
नहीं मुझे मालूम है. His father was dealing in metal.
हाँ,
His
पापा.
father had a rolling mill.
अच्छा.
His father had a
पापा
rolling
को-
mill, and probably the family DNA has that. But what I feel that is that I think the marriage between both you creative guys, I would put creative guys to both of you, is that one guy is giving direction and another guy is the driver in that seat. Because once you tell them gaadi yahan le le, to he will drive and make sure that the journey is superb. So that when you reach your destination, it's magical. Then again you will tell gaadi yahan le le, because you are the one who gives direction through the means of paper, designs, color, form, usability, functionality. Because I think when I talk about your company called ORI Fold, I think functionality and purpose is such a big thing. And you actually officially joined hands for ORI Fold.
Right.
Yeah, actually, that's a beautiful journey. In fact, I can say that we are working with him since many years, and then once upon a time he was very famous for the railing. And उस टाइम में इनिशियल डे में तो उसने रेलिंग बनाई, बट क्या हुआ कि बिकॉज ही इज पुटिंग सो मच ऑफ एफर्ट and he's going a lot in the depth of the railing and everything. Over the period of time, it happened that he become out of reach from us making railing, because there are so many competitors emerged over that point of time. So people were making very competitive price. No doubt people when realize that the finishing is not up to the mark, it's too late to realize that हमने गलती कर दी मनीष को काम नहीं देके. But वो एक phase था where in fact we wanted to give work to Manish, but there are always, there is a gap of pricing where we realize that हम उसको गालियां भी देते थे, अरे तू नहीं अपने अफोर्डेबल नहीं रहा अभी, बट उसकी जो सोच थी वो अलग थी, उसको जो करना था वो बेस्ट करना था. तो ऑफ कोर्स ये तो होना ही था कि अफोर्डेबल लिमिट के बाहर चला गया था. तो काफ़ी फेज ऐसा आया कि वेयर वी आर नॉट वर्क टुगेदर. बट कुछ भी चैलेंजिंग जब आता है, रेलिंग वॉज वन पार्ट ऑफ इट. देन ही हैज actually started working on on the art, and lot of artists approached him. And then again ये ऐसा तो मैं नहीं कहूँगा कि हवा में और एयर आ गई उसके दिमाग में, सॉरी टू से,
कभी नहीं.
बट क्या हुआ कि जब कोई बंदा एक दिन का काम में 5 दिन लगाता है, नॉट विथ हिज लेजीनेस बट विथ हिज थिंकिंग प्रोसेस, एंड टू make that thing the best, and तो obviously है वो उसके प्राइज में आना ही था. बट आई ऑलवेज रिस्पेक्ट मनीष इन दैट टर्म्स कि जो करता है वो बहुत पैशनेटली करता है, और हमारा बीच में काम हुआ नहीं हुआ वो मतलब नहीं था, बट हम रेगुलर मिलते थे.
We were always connected.
Always connected. Then I remember he used to come to office and we sat at the lot of discussions we did, and then number of time we keep sharing our frustration with each other. मैं मेरे काम का frustration निकालता था, वो अपने काम का frustration निकालता था. और when we say it is not about frustration that is bothering you, but when you share frustration you feel like relaxing, and then you keep guiding each other. So ये सब part and parcel of journey है, and I believe that made our bond more stronger, that we have not worked in between for many years, but then we have gained respect for each other a lot during those period of time. So once upon a time he started making origami things. The origami started with the copper sheets, and copper sheets में से वो bird बनाने लगा. इतने छोटे छोटे बर्ड्स वो मैग्नेट से चिपकते थे, और ये वो फिर एग्जीबिशन करने लगा, एंड देन बड़ा खुश होने लगा, अरे मैंने ये बर्ड बनाया, ये करा वो करा. फिर ये जो आते हैं ना कौन से वो सैटरडे फ्ली मार्केट, वो फ्ली मार्केट, हाँ काला घोड़ा टाइप के फ्ली मार्केट में बर्ड लगा के बड़ा खुश होता था, अरे मैंने बर्ड बनाया ऐसे व्यू करके ये कर. तो मैं उसको बोलता था क्या यार मनीष, तू तेरी एनर्जी को क्यों यार वेस्ट कर रहा है. माने birds were beautiful. There is no doubt about his creativity. I have also bought those birds and the rings and the flowing birds. But at the same time, I always believe that he has more potential than all these smaller things. So एक मेरा typical word है, मैं बोलता क्या ये छोतरा बना रहा है यार. माने it is not disrespecting what he was making, but I was knowing that he has more capacity to do. So वो पंगा चलता रहता था. And I remember once when I visited GIDC at his site art space, and there was one chair or some form which was lying over there, which was aluminum folded, one form. यार ये क्या बनाया, बोला मैंने चेयर बना रहा हूँ. So I said अच्छा ऐसा चेयर भी होता है. And it was on a platform. I stood, I sat, and then I realized कि साला फॉर्म तो बड़ा मेटल का दिख रहा है, बड़ा पंगा वाला है, बट बैठने से you feel like a comfort. And then we have started discussing about those chairs. We started this because something which I feel like अभी ये कुछ बात बनी, अभी कुछ आया. So I think the chair was the initial conversation where it has been started, and the foundation of ORI has been started with that chair, which was, I still remember, lying on a platform at your entry level, and that was the foundation of ORI, I can say. So that's a good start, and there is a lot of story behind it. Definitely that chair won the red dot award.
No, not red dot, A design.
A design award.
Red dot so they very interesting उसका पर आप पहले you complete then I'll talk about the
That's what he mentioned, but I don't know. Doesn't make any difference if it is red dot or not, but then definitely award. But at that point of time, I can't say that chair was 100% and complete and very comfortable. So, based on our discussion, we have started desectioning or analyzing the things, and then change of little bit of angle here and there, ergonomy, and then adding the material as a wood, then adding powder coating, then the balancing of it, then the fold of it, then the noise level and the crux level and the fitting level and everything, where we were just keep discussing. Still, Ori has not been in the picture. Once that chair turned out to be one of the chair which is not only good to see but good to sit as well. Then I proposed Manish and Piyush both together. I said यार देख मैं भी ना एज अ डिज़ाइनर के हिसाब से आई एम एन्जॉइंग बट कभी कभी अपने फील्ड में मोनोटोनी आने लगती है. There's a lot of monotony, and then you keep working, keep doing good, keep winning the awards and everything. And जैसे पेट भी भर गया था और there was nothing exciting which has been left. So in that point of time, I said यार मुझे भी बहुत टाइम से खुजली है, कुछ करते हैं, साथ में करते हैं, बड़ा करते हैं. तो एक बात हमेशा थी कि मुझे एक बात जो हमने करण जी से भी सीखी कि करो बट कुछ बड़ा करो एंड मीनिंगफुल करो. सो विद अवर गुरु talk, with lot of things, I started encouraging myself कि कुछ बड़ा करना है. तो बड़ा करने में I have also done few efforts to make few companies as a product designer, but it has not worked out just because of integrity of the people and everything. But यहाँ पे मुझे लगा कि because I know Manish very well, and then definitely we can do the best. And in that point of time I proposed चल यार कुछ साथ में करते हैं, कुछ बड़ा करते हैं. And that's how the story of Ori began. And
So I think
that's
when you design things, I would put it like a panoramic view. Suppose you're doing an entire shop or entire house or an entire maybe commercial complex. That's a big panoramic view. From there you focus into a small portrait view where you only designing a chair, or you're designing a bar, or you're designing a small functional space where few people can sit in a 10 feet by 10 feet of a space and feel luxury. And that too with a material that the whole world runs away from it. Like if you're going to tell all functional material are gentle, all functional material to touch, there's a different kind of feel to it. Very big designers have gone into designing. Maybe Sabyasachi too has gone into furniture. You guys have chosen something which is next to impossible, metal, and that too your metal is like 80 to 90% aggressively you're using the metal, and that too twisting and twirling it. I mean to say, for you to sketch, take a pencil to draw something and then giving to this guy, who's, according to me, I call him a metal maverick. Because once you give him a form, once you put a sketch and give it to him, it exactly comes to you. So my question to you is, everybody has 24 hours to work. How do you actually regenerate that time and put your 2 bits or maybe 10 bits to it so that you can sketch it and you can design? Because too harsh to design a metal, yeah.
No, I tell you one thing. That first answer to your question is, when we are designing a larger project, but project is at one place. But when we are designing a smaller object, the object run the globe. It went across the globe. The project is stationed at one place. Your product
Correct.
goes to the world.
Super.
So the larger
Travels,
perspective is
connects
it
to a larger
travels.
audience.
It travels. It connects to a larger audience. And that's the fun of product designing. So the big thing is, I can't say that from the larger project to a small object I came. I tell with the smaller object, we can do a larger perception in the world. So that is one of the fun.
Well said, well said.
Second is, people think metal is brutal. We made metal as a sensual. We made metal as emotional. We made life to the metal. Sitting is believing is our slogan for the chair. And at the same time, enhancing mood enhancer light is what our ORI lights are working with. So कभी गजल सुनने बैठो, एक आध अच्छे दोस्तों के साथ बैठो, एक माहौल बनाना है और उसके साथ ORI का जाम लेना है, तो what you believe that what ORI is working for. So one has to experience ORI. It can't justify by the pictures. It only justify with the experience around. And that's what our product is. We have pour emotion to it. We have pour life to metal. We have pour our energy to metal. And then this metal is no more metal. Is the precious metal what we have achieved. That's what we love it.
I think Manish.
That
So tell me, how did metal, wood, cloth,
yeah.
textile?
Yeah.
I've been seeing like 5-6 other things that is all submerged, and when we see the final form, हम तो end user है.
So I can tell you that it has started with a chair as a furniture piece of furniture, and the chair का हमने एक another form we have started thinking about, couple of which is like a couple sitting. तो वो सोफा बनाने का ट्राई करा. अभी हुआ यूं कि वो सोफा तो बना नहीं बिकॉज ऑफ इम्बैलेंसिंग ऑफ द मेटल एंड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. बट वो सोफा बनाते बनाते ऐसे ही पड़ा था, एक बार फॉर्म उल्टा पड़ा था. तो देन वी जस्ट थॉट दैट यार ये तो फेल गया. एंड दैट उसमें से बॉर्न हुआ लव हैंगिंग. That turned out to be a
So we are
beautiful
making a love chair and then
love
banana
chair
hanging.
turned out to be love hanging. Why? And then we gave the name that love hanging. Why? Because it was used to be made for love chair where two people can sit and see each other. But फिर ऐसा हुआ कि वो love hanging जो बना, that is a beautiful hanging for the bar table or for the snooker table or for any other dining table or anywhere. So it's a sensual things. What another things which is been blend with the metal is the brutality of the metal, the color of the metal, which is we have painted black or powder coated black. Then we have given a tadka of color. The tadka of color is started with the red. Red was one of my love, which I started a few years back along with my car. तो सब लाल दिखने लगा. तो स्टार्टेड हुआ विद द बिंदी का रेड, और आगे चल के रेड हो गया. तो लाल मेरी पतवार जो है, माने ये जो इमोशनल कलर है, जो सूफी का कलर है, जो आपके internal color hai, which is the color of burn, has the first interaction with the black, and we have applied that black by our own hand, and then we said okay, try karte hain, dekhte hain kya hota hai. So that red color turned out to be the bold color of ORI, and then we have started working with other color, and then few more color added in our palette.
So I think you guys told me that ORI has lots of different things that ORI makes it. Can an entire room or a bar which has a bar and which has a chair and which has a lamp and probably which has a throw and which has a carpet and everything can be designed by ORI, or ORI does design everything together?
Definitely we can, but we do not want. See, definitely ORI should have their own space, and ORI do not want to be filled in entire house. We want a corner. We want a sensual corner, which change your mood, which change the environment, and that's the beauty of that product. See, for example, we made a bar. Definitely on the top of bar we can have a ORI lamp, which is part of the bar. We have the stools, which is under trial, but we have made few. At the same time, we can have a sunflower chair in one corner. We made a carpet also, which could be part of that entire area, and that has been designed very differently than what it is running in the market. Uh, at the same time, we want other things to balance the things. So I can say that if everything is ori, it's again a boredom. जैसे बोलते हैं ना अति की गति नहीं. And this is one slogan I always keep in my mind. अति की गति नहीं. अति कुछ मत करो. करो उसको एक अपना impact दो. तो when ori is there in any environment, it is very subtly but very strongly marks its own presence, and that presence is very, very sensual. And over the period of time, at the daytime it will look very different, but at the night time it shows its value to it. More importantly, what happened that we were making big size of products, and at many places it happened that the size constraint and other things. Second is we wanted to pour little more love to the metal, little more love. It was already filled with the love, but little more love. Then second, we wanted to match our product with the current era of wabi sabi, or you can say the kind of beige which is going on, or the kind of South Bombay style which is going on, or the kind of variation which was going on. So we came up with the Ori Jewel. Now Ori Jewel is the size of the product which is moderate, but at the same time the same beauty or even more beauty with single piece or multiple piece, which is the blend of a wood, which is blend of a soft color, which is blend of crystal a bit, very proportionate crystal, but at the same time which will fill your house very subtly but very quietly and cutely, you can say. So now we have added lot of values to or more SKU to our product, and that's what the beauty of this entire journey is. We have also made DIY, do by yourself. So that is one of the lamp which anyone can get into a small packet, and there is an instruction and they can make by them own. So that will be one of the, so already it has been done, lot of trial and error been done, and then it will be very soon in the market with a bang. So now Ori is going to be on the global platform for sure. Very soon it will be on the global platform. One of the reason why we incline towards this lamp and these lights is, the worldwide as a designer, when we travel and we wanted to buy some larger lamps, larger piece of lights, or to fill the beautiful corners of the house, most of the lights which is available in the market are made out of glass, Murano glass, crystal, acrylic. There are few metal lights obviously available, but very few. So in that case, when we have actually experimented with this metal, we thought that this also can generate the volume. At the same time, we pour life to the metal, we pour sensuality to the metal, and definitely we can give life to the metal, and the perforation which they have derived to make that fold happen very precisely, very calculatively, is creating magic. Because the moment you turn around and that the light which is filtering and hiding and filtering and hiding and filtering is creating a crystal kind of impact, which is the beauty of any light. And not only that, the kind of psiography which has been developed all across, and it's a poetry. The hanging lamp which is just hanging and then moving a little bit, and your psiography sways, and then
is awesome.
that's very, very, very musical. That is very beautiful.
I think your philosophy is अति की गति नहीं, but I have concluded औरी की limit नहीं है.
और की लिमिट डेफिनेटली नहीं है,
क्योंकि I'm
और
sure that
की लिमिट इसके लिए नहीं है because और is not only metal, it is blended well with the wood, well with the crystal, well with the fabric, leather,
Even now glass.
now glass and acrylic, and the new, what you have developed, that new series, the एक
रुद्र
हाँ या
नहीं
दैट
नहीं
इज
नहीं नहीं
उसको अनवील नहीं करना है
नहीं
नहीं अल्लाह अनवील लिटिल
अभी
बिट
नहीं
आई विल
हमें
अनवील
क्या उनके थॉट से वो काफी स्पिरिचुअल है, इसीलिए वो उनको अनविल नहीं करना
उसको
चाहते हैं.
अनवील नहीं करना है बट थोड़ा सा हिंट ऐसा है कि आ, अभी जो ये कुंभ मेला हुआ ना, तो कुंभ मेला से इंस्पायर होके समथिंग हैज टर्न्ड अप. नाउ दिस इज व्हाट आई कैन से राइट नाउ.
I can say probably the thought is very spiritual.
Absolutely, he is himself is a sadhu and some Mahatma. ठीक है.
I think I'm a fan
No,
of
I
the
will-
sunflower chair. Yeah.
No, I tell you, metal is harsh, but the way it has been molded, then it is, melted, and then it loses the harshness.
I think your philosophy, your poetic thought, your passion, the way you passionately design, the way he executes it, the gentleness definitely comes in the furniture, that sunflower chair, or maybe the central textured, what I would say, my backrest, and the visual feel to it. I mean to say, the use of
like a throne.
wood and the metal in the metal chair. I think I am trying to verbally satisfy my orgasm of the chair, which I cannot till you don't sit on it. I think beautifully.
Definitely,
Tell
that
me
is-
about it. Yeah.
That's the way we have given the slogan. Sitting is believing. It's not seeing. It's sitting is believing. And we have a beautiful captures and many reels where people are really skeptic about to sit on the chair, and they were amazed when they sit, and then you have to see the expression of the people when they sit. You have to see the expression, the way they are reflecting their expression. It's always it's very natural. And one very very small, Mane, what is design? Design is a sensitivity. So there was a cushion which has been cladded with a leather
Yes.
earlier, and before we have displayed it into raw, just 2 days back, just 2 days before, we have changed that cushion to the fabric cushion, and the proportion of that cushion has been changed, and the entire story of that that organic detail or ergonomy has been changed. And the moment you experience one cushion of leather to the fabric cushion, the entire experience is different. So
Yes.
I tell you what is the power of design. Power of design is to have a smallest things which should not be taken for granted. Everything has been well designed and well curated, but at the same time it should look sahaj. Sahaj is what we are adopting in our design philosophy, where it should feel like effortless. But definitely to achieve those effortless design, you have to do a lot of effort. But that's what the beauty of just it happened.
So tell me, Dipen, do you sketch each and everything to a level? Like I saw a chair. Okay, let me cut this talk out to a simple line. Everything is sketched to
No.
detail to
No.
go it forward, or
No.
there's a basic form given to him.
See, if at all I'm saying that I'm doing this and that, I must be fooling people. I'm sure. I'm not doing any sketch. I am changing my word. I'm not doing everything in sketch. We do a lot of sketching. And sketching is one of the power of a designer, because that is the tool. But sometime you have to go through the experience. Sometimes you have to do a lot of trial and error. You have to just feel the material. You have to apply material. You have to do some different angles and everything that may not come in sketching. So you have to hands on the material. You have to do and experience your things by yourself, and that is how the good design come up. It is when somebody said that अरे यार मैंने तो बहुत सोच के ये करा वो करा, and then this is what we have achieved. I think it's foolishness, or they are making people fool. The people who are running with the flow, and that looking at the things which is happening and then making it better and better and better will give a better design. It's a flow. So we definitely do a lot of sketching, but I think we will go with the flow, and that's what. And intuition, the most important is intuition. See, I tell you, the born of serpentine lamp. The born of serpentine lamp just came by just thinking about एक लाइन लगी, and then सोचा कि चलो ये लाइन को आगे बढ़ाते हैं. and then we have created few forms, and then he has created few form of say about 8 feet, 2.4 meter. Then we thought that this is the limit of 2.4 meter, and then we have created another form which is say about 5 feet, which is 1.5 meter. So that 1.5 meter of form has given birth of n number of long level of lamp, which can be of 10 meter to 100 meter to 200 meter, because that form itself is
It's
such which
in
is
modules.
it's in a module.
So
So
you
it's
just
a
connect them
process, and we have not thought earlier that this is what we'll do.
No, I think you guys are making it very simple. But not only what I take it back home is there's so much of detailing in it. There is so much of feeling. There's so much of passion
Definitely, there is lot
and
of detailing.
integrity. Because when we look at your work, there's so much of integrity. There's marriage between materials. I think you both guys, probably one comes from Mars and other comes from Jupiter. But nevertheless, when you guys come together, I've seen one product with 4 or 5 materials all married together. And eventually for the end user, it every time that he experiences it, he's going to experience the form. Every time he's going to experience the texture, the wood, the color, and everything. I'm sure it's hell of a job, but for you guys are making it sound so simple.
we are also seeing कि it's simply done in terms of maintainability.
Yeah,
So,
one more very important point.
yeah. So we are not seeing कि it's a one-time supply or one-time, So in future, if some maintenance comes, then the product is made in a way कि it's very easily taken care of. Not that you have to discard it or you have to make a major change in it. So it will be very easy for them to, it's just like पहले वो बल्ब बदलते थे, ऐसा घुमाया बदल दिया. It's gonna be that simple.
No, but it's so amazing that you both guys come from absolutely different field of creativity.
No, but I
But
tell
in this
you,
one line,
I wanted to add a little more thing is about it is not about the product. It is about even the packaging.
Yeah.
It is about the transportation.
Yes.
So here the picture when the role of Piyush come in the picture. तो जो भी हम बनाते हैं हम सोचते हैं ये करेंगे वो क्या सोचता है मैं इसको शिप कैसे करूँगा उसको पैक कैसे करूँगा ये कौन सी ट्रक में कितना लोड होगा कितना उसका वॉल्यूम होगा इसका रेंट क्या होगा कैसे जाएगा कैसे उसको बचाना है माने there are a lot of things even after the product what you can see as a glamorous product which has been displayed but the way it has been packed and way it has been transported and way it has been delivered and पैकिंग अनपैकिंग उसका रील बनाना उसको सब भेजना बिकॉज वन थिंग आई मस्ट टेल दैट वाई द फॉरेन प्रोडक्ट मैनी यूरोपियन एंड फॉरेन प्रोडक्ट दे आर वेल अप्रिशिएटेड इज बिकॉज ऑफ द कंप्लीटनेस और हमारी प्रोडक्ट भी हम जब ये एंगल से सोचेंगे कि हाउ अवर प्रोडक्ट ऑल्सो शुड कम्पीट विद द इंटरनेशनल लेवल व्हेन देन इन दैट वे वी हैव टू थिंक एवरीथिंग हमें सब सोचना है और हम तभी कंप्लीट प्रोडक्ट बना पाएंगे जब हमने सब सोचा है और उसको एंजॉय करा है तो इवन बिफोर द डिलीवरिंग ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट इट इज़ बिन वीडियो शूट बिफोर पैकिंग आफ्टर पैकिंग एट द टाइम ऑफ लोडिंग ऑन द ट्रक सो और उसका वीडियो भी भेजते हैं कि उसको आपको अनफोल्ड कैसे करना है तो it is not about the product what we can see, it is about an entire system which has been developed and we are really happy at least with lot of mingling and lot of back and forth exercise and lot of time which we have poured. I can tell you definitely the time what Manish and Piyush is pouring in entire journey is much way higher than what I do, but my role is little different. My role is to go and to think little differently or to think and motivate or to think उसको कैसे प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे उसको कैसे अलग से बनाएंगे तो आई थिंक देर इज़ अ रोल ऑफ एवरीवन एंड नाउ वी आर एक्चुअली adding nice team members in our kitty where they are having different perception and they are having different ability to either you can say market or to pitch to the people. तो or to how to put it on the social media or how to make it, visible. So I can say that when we have started, we understood that अरे ये कर लेंगे वो कर लेंगे, then there are something which will be having that confidence कि ये कर लेंगे. Over the period of time we have done a lot, but हमें काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें पता चली जो हमें लगा कि हम तो अभी इसमें काफ़ी बच्चे हैं. But we are learning, and one beautiful part of this journey is that at the age of 56 or he's 51, तो लोग सोचते हैं कि अभी चलो मेरी जर्नी में कैसे अच्छे से ख़त्म करूँगा, या रिटायरमेंट प्लान करते हैं. उस टाइम में वी हैव थॉट दैट अभी तो ये नई जर्नी चालू ही है, एंड दिस न्यू जर्नी विल गिव अप अ डिफरेंट लेवल ऑफ मोटिवेशन एंड द बूस्टिंग अप कि एक नई एनर्जी लाए है इसमें. तो आई थिंक इट इज़ नॉट अबाउट what we have created. I think we have created something which is giving a motivation to us, which is giving energy to us, other than the what people are enjoying at the other end. We are enjoying this journey because something new is coming up, which is more challenging and more, demanding, you can say, the time and energy, and most important is the mental peace and all other things. So I believe it's a great journey.
But do you put up this product as bigger or going in the same race as Louis Vuitton?
Why not? Why not? I tell you that we respect those brands because they have poured their heart, they have poured their blood into it, they have done phenomenal. And other than that, one thing what they have done the best is they have marketed well. So मुझे लगता है कि nothing wrong to do good marketing. Why not? When you are confident about your product, and when you feel that your product is matching to the national and international quality, then what is been left is to market it, and that people should know about it, and people should talk about it. And again, it is not the product which should be there in every nook and corner or every house, but it is the product where people own, the people who are passionate about it. It's not about the money, it's about the passion. It's about they understand the philosophy of this product. If it's about the people who have experienced those products. And that's why one of the reason where we are, appearing in multiple platform where the shows are happening, so that people can touch and feel, or they can understand the product.
But do you see ORI having, as in being displayed in an exclusive store in multiple cities?
Yeah, we are trying our best, and we have done it, and we are looking at the good partners who can understand this product, because our product, in a way, when it is displayed in general, it is not glamorous, where you can say it is not shiny, it is not glamorous, but when it perform, it is much beyond the glamour. It is much beyond what we can expect. So it's a product to experience.
I think your extraordinary relationship and your wavelength and how you both connect, actually it's poured out in the material, and I've seen it, I've experienced, I've touched it. It's fantabulous. I think I would love that this product travels faster through communication, through stores, through exhibitions, through faces, and people can meet you, people can understand these products. I think pictures do justify, but when you talk about it, I think I've got most of the time goosebumps while talking to you guys on this podcast, and it has been more passionate podcast throughout. There's no end to it that I can talk about it, but nevertheless, I loved it. Great, fantabulous speaking to you. I think still it is half done, and half done is full for me. So
No, I
it was
think
good.
we are really thankful to you, Ragnesh. Why? Because we know you since long again, and then the way you are also creative in your different fields and different development. And one thing which we understand is
Basically,
that
the depth of what you're talking is
yeah,
also
that's very important. And then you also have a कीड़ा. ये कीड़ा बहुत जरूरी है लाइफ में. कीड़ा इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यार. कीड़ा नहीं है तो कुछ भी नहीं है, बिकॉज अदरवाइज यू आर डेड पर्सन. और आप जो करते हो यार, क्या आप what's a big deal? So जब 3 कीड़े मिलते हैं तो बातें तो बनती है.
Yeah.
And thank you so much to catch up with a nice storytelling and unveiling the product to the globe. And we are also looking at very opportunity ways that we can talk on such kind of platform more and more about our passion and our journey, and make people realize that they can think about it.
And Manish, I'm like so happy that we actually came to this dream of podcast through your stairs, right? This staircase was made by Manish so many years back, and it's so nice. I think great to have you guys over.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so
It's
much.
lovely having you.
Thank